Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Ajayeb and I hope this video finds you well. If you are new to this place, please consider subscribing, and to all my returning subscribers, thank you so much for your support and welcome back. In this video, I have a fragrance by Lattafa which was released in July 2023. So it's a current release and I've not seen anyone review this one yet. Before I start, I'd just like to say something or make something clear. In most instances, when I talk about newly released fragrances, there is very little information about them, or like next to nothing for me to compare them to or with. And you know, in these sort of videos, a lot of people will be asking, okay, so what does this new release smell like? That is what a lot of people ask in most instances. Okay, what is it duping? What does it smell like? Sometimes I have no idea. At other times, I try to just, scan through my collection to find something quite similar. You post, you give your comments, and people give some, comments saying, oh, you lied. It's not a dupe of this. It's not a dupe of that. I'm just trying my best. I'm not an expert. I love fragrances. I talk about them. I buy them with my money. I've never been sponsored. So I just try to, give my best in terms of the scent profile, what I think it is smelling like, and the likes. So just bear with me. It is something that I do passionately, and I guess it's quite easier when you are, let's say, the 10th or 11th or 12th person to review a fragrance, because at that point you might have other information to help you better understand the fragrance, or even if you have not smelled it before, someone or some people would have come up with what this fragrance, a new fragrance is duping. So please bear with me if I bring up a new fragrance which nobody really has spoken about, and I'm trying my best to let my audience know what it smells like. So let me get to the business of the day, which is Ajayeb Dubai by Lattafa. And it's a very pretty, artsy, sort of, handmade, crafty bottle. I love the lid. It gives me this sort of bronze, handmade, bronze gold sort of feel. And then the bottle itself is this sort of ripple water effect. It's not like a smooth bottle, something like quite impressive. I really love this one. It's nothing like I've seen in the Lattafa bottles. This one is quite a unique one, and it gives this sort of luxurious feel. The lid is not, it's just plastic. Fortunately, Lattafa provided or has provided the note structure for this fragrance, and the top note includes orange and lemon. The middle notes are jasmine, mango, and osmanthus. And then the base notes are amber, sandalwood, musk, and oud. But where is the oud? There is absolutely nothing like oud in this fragrance. Definitely, I'll just give you my suggestion as to what I think it might be duping, or the scent family I'll just categorize this one into. However, upon initial spray, I get something like grapefruit. Although grapefruit is not added in the list, I get something like grapefruit, which gives it a very tart, sort of citric opening. Because of that lemon and orange, it has a very tart citric opening to it. But I get something like grapefruit, but it's very short-lived, very short-lived. As soon as you get that sort of tart, lemony, orange burst at the opening, it quickly gets to the middle stage where you begin to appreciate mango, because mango is one of the most prominent notes here. It is mango, dominant fragrance, giving it a very summery, tropical, but not like a very typical, stereotypical tropical mango fragrance. It doesn't come across as tropical. However, the mango here is not like a realistic gourmand scent. It is quite sweet, but it doesn't come off as this edible gourmand mango. Mango is the most prominent note. After that, tart, sharp opening of that, what I perceive as grapefruit, but it's not. It's just like a very sharp opening that reminds me of grapefruit, but it quickly settles to give off what it actually has per the note structure that Lattafa has provided, which is the mango. As the mango begins to develop, you get something permeating through like the jasmine, but it's not like indolic or nothing, animalic. Like there's nothing animalic about this. It says oud, but Where is the oud? There is nothing oud-like about this at all. Probably it is white oud or very soft wood, or maybe a sprinkle of oud that they added to this, but you don't get any oud. However, after that mango accompanied by that jasmine in the mid, the dry down which stays with you for the most part settles to this mango, sandalwood and musk. It is quite musky. It gives you something, a bit of a musk, but not like a powdery musk or an malic musk, but you get something a bit musky to it, coupled with that sandalwood, and that gives it like, you know, a very woody base. It is quite woody at the base, but not like a heavy woody fragrance. It is predominantly that mango. It doesn't have that fizzy, zesty touch to it. You know, it is not like a stereotypical tropical fragrance. It doesn't come across as that, although it gives you that sort of summer, light-hearted, nothing too serious sort of vibes. This is a very great mango scent to me. I've not come across a lot of great mango scents. There was one that was recently released by the house, which is this one, Yara Tus, which to me, I really do not appreciate that much. I prefer this one 100 times over that. I've, you know, compared them side by side. They are totally different. Although this one, you know, is supposed to be a mango scent, I get the mango in this one, although it is not like a realistic mango scent. You get that mango which comes off as it's not like a jammy sweet mango. It sort of gives me the impression it's like an unripe sort of mango. So that is what this one gives me. When I got this fragrance, I've had like a full day's wear with it. I wore it throughout the day. Yesterday, about 7 hours, you know, I had it about 7 hours on myself, on my dress, on my skin. Then it was my scent of the night. I slept with it, woke up, and today it has been my scent of the day. Performance wise, it is just moderate or average. You know, with most mango scents, like the few that I have come across, they don't really perform as much as other thick, resonant, sweet sort of fragrances. This one doesn't give off that sort of vibes, or that sort of it doesn't have that characteristic of a very long lasting fragrance. It gives about 4 hours, maximum 4 hours on skin. Even that, after the second or hour, you have to sort of search for it. But on clothes, it lasts like about 6 hours. When I slept and woke up this morning, I could still smell it on my my shirt, you know, what I slept in. I could still smell it, and I had about 7 hours of sleep. So I think on clothes, it's going to do much better. It is quite new. When I wore it yesterday, I did about 15 sprays, you know, and then I also reapplied after the third hour. Around the third hour, I reapplied. This fragrance is quite a good one. I just feel like it's something you can quickly go through, because this is like 3 or 4 wears for me, you know, and it's that down. It is a very good one. It gives off a very I wouldn't say tropical, like a very summery sort of carefree, easy grab, light and, you know, feminine. You know, it is not anything masculine. I don't really consider this as a very unisex fragrance, you know, although it doesn't come across as sweet. It is not like sweet. It has no sugar, no vanilla, nothing of that nature. It is the mango that makes it like a bit sweet, you know, but it's not sickeningly sweet, and that is one thing I like about it. However, I guess it leans a bit feminine to me, or in my opinion, just a little feminine, but it's a very beautiful fragrance. Very, very beautiful. It is not a realistic mango, but you get that mango throughout the life of the fragrance. The musk permeates through, the sandalwood also comes through, but the oud is non-existent. You don't get any oud at all. So what does this fragrance remind me of? When I got it, I just called a friend who has a fragrance I thought it smells like. So I was like, oh, you know what? Let's spray this side by side with Velma's Mango Skin and see how it goes. Because immediately I smelled this one, I sprayed it. It reminded me of that. I don't own that. I have smelled it before. So I was like, let's do a side by side comparison. And when we did, it didn't really come like closest to it. However, it gives about 50 to 60% similarity. Mango Skin gives, you know, has that patchouli and a very prominent mango note, whilst this one, although has a prominent mango note, it is not as thick and as intense as the original mango skin. So that was what came to mind. And when we did the test, the side-by-side comparison, it didn't really show up as like an exact dupe. However, I'm just saying this, you know, as my experience. That is what I will closely say per fragrances that I have come across. Mango skin is what came to mind, you know. I checked the notes and everything. The notes, you know, do not really match, but that is what came to mind. However, upon side-by-side test, it's not like 100% dupe or anything, but it will just remind you of that. If you have smelled that, you'll be reminded of this fragrance when you spray it. So I don't know what exactly this one might be duping. There are not a lot of mango scents I have come across, but that is what it gave me as my first impressions. So that is all I have for you today. And as I always say, when it comes to new fragrances, I would love someone to let me know what it is duping or probably which family it belongs to. But to me, it is a very delicious, but not like a realistic gourmand mango scent. It's a very refreshing one, that you can just, you know, overspray and it will not offend anyone. It doesn't really have a good projection, you know, maybe an arm or two, you know, away someone can smell you, but it doesn't really fill up a room. It's just like a quick grab and go for the summer. I don't even find this like a sexy nighttime fragrance. To me, it is a very summer day, you know, rooftop, something daytime party, just grab and go, you douse yourself. That is how I see this one. It's like carefree, edible, nothing too gourmand, you know, but it's a very good one. So that is all I have for you today, and I hope this video found you well. Please do not forget to give this video a thumbs up. I would truly appreciate that. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you in my next one. Take care. Happy Sunday.